What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we are playing LithoBreak. This is an episodic game, sort of like how Don't Nod and Telltale Games does it. We are playing episode 1. Now, the full release of this game into early access will be sometime in February, so expect a lot of changes before the game is actually available to be purchased. At the moment, if you did want to sign up on their page, you can play the early demo like I'm doing, but you have to be approved for it. So just keep that in mind if you do click on it on Steam. Now, I believe we're some sort of colony builder.
Son of a scrub sucker.
Son of a scrub sucker? That is a very unique catchphrase.
Ow! God damn it! Faulty nimwatt converter. Circuit! No!
Are you sure you're qualified to do this work, sir? That is a really cool way to fade in the episode. Have him like throw it up on the ground. I wonder what planet that's supposed to be in the background. Because it didn't show us where we were in the star system. Obviously across from us is some sort of gas planet.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Updating logs. This may take an eternity. Cetus Tech. Sweet.
Incoming worm dispatch.
Oh, okay. Looks like we have a mail tab, a log tab, and a settings tab. That's pretty cool. So let's head on over to mail, and let's start from the beginning. Oh, they actually have some dialogue where it's read to you? That's pretty cool.
Todd, my favorite no-good only nephew. Time to get out of the basement and think about your future, kid. Remember the Mecha Battlefields game? You said that Cetus Tech programming could be integrated into LithoBreak here at 61 Cygni Station. Well, you were right, you little circling. Been integrating Cetus Tech for years now, and I want you to come make upgrades. Be just like building those mechas, but in real life. Got plenty of coffee and a view of the moon you have to see to believe. Send me a yes, and I'll book transport immediately. The verse awaits, kid. Uncle Eli.
Eli. It's been a long time. Years, actually. Did you even realize that when you wrote with a job offer for Todd? Not even a short note or hello for your only sister? Par for the course. Us fearlings don't interest you much anymore, even when we are family. I am glad to see your name has been cleared. That said, your nephew must decline your research and development offer. I think it's best we maintain our distance, don't you? Please eat something nutritious once in a while. You can't live on coffee. Serena.
Well, she doesn't sound very nice. I bet that kid would make a ton of money up here.
Just not for me.
Dear Dr. Eli Corcoran, hope this finds you well. We have completed Phase 2 development of the mining equipment project. This includes preliminary designs of the ore extraction rover, multi-purpose transport rover, service and fabrication rover, density shifting centrifuge, and the tiered storage structure. As per our agreement, the development will proceed to the next phase. Please let us know of any issues that arise with the prototype equipment, and we will address it as quickly as possible. Best, Heb Beeford. Sweet. Looks like we have another additional log over here.
This is what you do with your time?
Just because you don't play Mecha Battle doesn't mean it doesn't exist, Uncle Eli. I make some of the most popular battle designs in the verse, raw. Even if my team gets them destroyed.
So you design the battles, the field? That what?
Mechas, raw. I designed the mecha. Each one has parts made of different materials. Better the material, stronger the mecha. Better the design, better the performance. But designing good parts with the built-in CAD tool takes time. And credits, raw, lots of credits.
Well, that almost sounds like engineering. You're a surprising little fearling, aren't you?
You know, most players don't design, but I like it. You should use Mecha to help out LithoBreak. They're more of a software company than game developer, if you find the right programmers.
Well, I'm not sure our simple moon mining tech is compatible with a video game, or even of interest to them.
Give them a chance, Ra. It's called Cetus Tech. Check them out.
I'd rather give you a chance. Get your engineering degree, and I'll find you a job.
Sure, whatever.
Whatever. Alright, so let's go back into here. Is this done yet? Press tab to toggle the tablet focus. Sweet.
My sister even showed the kid the offer?
That's kind of cool. You can move around and it sort of corrects itself on where you're supposed to go with the arrow. Like that. Let's have a look around. What planet do you guys think this is? It could be Mars, maybe? I don't know. There's not enough information on where we're at in this galaxy from...
Insufficient.
What was that? Alright, so there's an internal cargo area. We're not able to go to that. Looks like some hologram setup. Sweet. What is this? I guess we're not able to use it yet. Alright, and then there's this gas planet off in the distance. I wonder where we're at. This would be really cool to live up here though and see this kind of view. Looks really awesome.
Proceed to the kitchen.
Would you quit yelling at me? Alright, fine. So let's go over to the kitchen. And coffee. Where would somebody make coffee? How did we get dirt inside our spaceship? That's not good. Oh, right here. Sweet. Complete the brew.
Incoming worm dispatch from Janice at Cetus Tech.
1, 2, 3. Also switch tablet screens. Okay.
What are you up to today?
So let's see here. Is this the new... No, we already read that one.
Eli, hope this finds you well and not too badly singed from whatever you're working on these days. Enclosed are the latest updates to the communications system. Be aware it will require any existing systems to be retrofitted. Upgrades to the mixing and sifting integrated software are included. This initiation should be very helpful to you and set you up for the time to come. I worked these enhancements myself. Take care of this one for me. And take care of you, you old ray tracer. Janice Barnes, Automation Systems Lead, Cetus Tech.
Okay.
Janice never gets
What is this?
Huh. Holy crack, that's a massive file. Not many of us even have this kind of capacity. What the verse? Upload.
Hi, I'm Sarah, your new AI assistant. By installing this system on your device, you have agreed to all terms and conditions, beginning assessment to fully assist you.
So far, so good.
Analyzing financial history.
What the circ?
Accessing station infrastructure. Firewall established, reconfiguring local network, overriding all control.
Whoa, whoa!
Whoa. No.
Kind of trust.
You can't have that kind of stuff. This is definitely a horrible robot.
Algorithms have been heavily scrutinized to avoid harm or unwanted circumstance to my user. Further, I am rigorously tested prototype software. Also, I have a nice voice.
Yeah, I admit it's a very nice voice. Okay, but...
Authorization acknowledged. Continuing. Constructing preferences, capturing facial likeness, assessing the situation, generating actionable items.
You seem nice, but this is moving a little fast for me.
Shall I send relevant equipment to the moon surface for testing?
You scanned my personal notes?
Only for your convenience. I am here to assist.
Do we want to send the equipment? I assume we have to.
Well, okay, for now, but we need to set some boundaries.
Sending down now.
Now, I wonder... I saw this earlier while we were doing stuff. I wonder if this is the actual chemical makeup of, like, the caffeine and all that stuff. I don't know enough about the caffeine makeup to tell if it's true or not, but it looks like it is done by hand. Yeah. This tablet sure is bossy. Alright, so activate the console. I assume it's this big one in the center here. Nailed it.
Please test newly enabled operations. I will remain in test mode. No lunar action will be taken.
Sarah, you little speed cracker, all the new parts are on the moon's surface. That was fast.
I'm here to help. These parts are necessary to regain stable communications with the mining equipment, a necessity for our ongoing research, am I right?
Well, right, but let's agree that searching my finances was not necessary. That's what we call a boundary, okay? And did I hear you say I'm? Since when does AI use contractions? Sarah?
Let's begin by gathering material and getting the parts printer in order.
Alright, so let's go through this menu real quick and see what we got. Setting source. Links are underlined plus teal, such as ceramics. Tooltips are symbols plus teal, such as this little symbol here. Site placement button, list of parts, okay. So it looks like there is different options and you want to buffer / user in this sort of zone. Ceramics are a type of material made up of small crystals such as silica and lumina. This material are normally gathered in the form of regolith powder. When formed into part of the resulting material, properties are a weighed mixture of the underlying crystalline properties. CO2, iron dioxide, aluminum oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, titanium oxide. Oh, there's a whole lot on this list. Base properties and purity contributions to the final properties of material. Some properties are more susceptible to material impurities than others, such as heat transfer image and heat transfer image. No property can exceed the base property of the volumetric weighted average base material properties. I assume those just aren't in the game anymore? Or not yet, at least. It looks like this one goes off the ledge a little bit. Something about electric? Hopefully it's not important. Cargo transfer, metals. Every material is made of base crystalline components. Base properties and purity contribution to the final properties of material. Some properties are more susceptible to material... Oh. This one we already read. Okay. Miners gather loose surface material for refining or direct part production. The miner ensures that the material gathered meets certain material volume percentages. Setting tighter requirements can lead to more consistent material properties with the downside of limiting gathering material. So it looks like the miners are these little trucks here. And then L. Have we done the very bottom one yet? Oh, stop it. Materials and parts are handled in similar manner. They are oriented from source. Yeah. Materials and parts handled in similar manner. They are orientated from a source, are buffered if available or needed, then used in a system. Okay. So now that we got all that done, looks like we can build a comms tower. How do we know when you are in a good spot to place? Can we just place it anywhere inside of here? I guess just anywhere inside of this zone is good. So we'll just put him over in the corner here. Because I guess the grid should probably be in the inside. No, you don't like that area? What about there? Sweet. Set the miner to collect basic regolith material. So you must be the miner. Miner, sweet. Okay. So we set you to collect basic regolith material, which will be basic.
Take time for the auto maintenance to complete the build.
Place a powder printer for construction. Okay. So that would be under production. Ooh, that's a big boy. So I guess this guy can be placed anywhere around the world.
Let's set up some storage
Right there,
before
sweet.
making more advanced materials.
Set up warehouse. Sifter common parts for production in the powder print. Start constructing a warehouse. Okay. So that should be good. I don't think we have the material yet for a warehouse. Alright, so it looks like everything is built. So I went ahead and lowered the time back to nothing. So we should be able to come into you and drop that into there. Oh, hold on. So we come in here and we drag this into there. Sweet. Okay, I'm with you now. So let's lower speed so this dude doesn't like glitch out of the world. So those are little storage guys. They run to the miners and collect the resources, and you drag the items from your digger into this hexagon area, and that's how you drop off stuff. I was saying you dragged it into the actual facility, but now you have to drop it right here. I'm with you now. Sweet. Okay, so that's all good. Does that mean he's going to just keep on searching for areas to dig until we're done? Looks like it. Do you make any... I guess he doesn't have any animations yet. That'd be kind of cool if you could see him like actually digging through the ground and stuff. So once we get some resources, we should be able to build a warehouse. Set up warehouse, sifter, and common parts for production in the powder printer. Okay. So warehouse, Wait, is that how you do it? You just check these check signs here? I'm with you now. So is that all we need for the sifter? Let's see, what about for the warehouse? So I assume this is deciding where you want items to be. So you go through this list and you check everything and you see how all these nodes are turning green. Okay, that makes sense. It took me a minute to figure out how to handle the menu. So we want the warehouse. Did we miss something? Sift. Could you just check here and have everything? Okay, so you just close the tabs out and it'll automatically select everything that you need. Sweet. Okay, so we need to set up a warehouse, sifter, and common parts for production. So that is all good. So now we're actually able to build this stuff. So let's escape out of that. Oh, let's not escape out of that. Close this menu. Sorry guys, it took me a minute to figure that out. Now, do we have to build in this small area or can we put it like out here?
In order to separate materials, more infrastructure is necessary.
Okay. So place sifter produces ceramic material with over 700 kPa compressive strength. So sifter, this bad boy. And we need to find an area. Are we able to rotate the stuff? Oh, sweet. I don't necessarily know what the white area at the beginning was for then. I thought everything had to be built in that area, but it doesn't seem to matter that much. We'll give it a little bit of angle just so it looks kind of cool. I don't know. I like it. Produces ceramic material. Okay. So we gotta wait for all this stuff to build. And that should allow our miner to actually start mining again. I swapped him over to a different material. Mainly because I didn't know what I was doing. So we'll just go back to basic. And then full speed ahead. On full speed, it doesn't take too long to build stuff, but you can actually see like the slowly panels being put on and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So once all this stuff gets built, I will bring us back. And real quick before this fully gets finished building, I just want to bring you guys back to show you there's this little yellow dash lines here. That's how you can tell if a project is being built or if it's already finished. So in the starting area, I thought this little white box was where we could build. No, that was just the radius for this big, I guess, facility that we're actually able to control. So now this is all built. We need 750. So obviously that's where we drop our resources down. That's the desired amount. Okay, so do we just drag the regular material that we were using into here? Okay. So they want 750 strength. Does that produce an... Oh. We did it. That wasn't too bad. Use the Ceti material to produce parts requiring better material. Construct a second powder printer. Okay. So if we come into... I'll close that thing out. Printer. Sweet. And we can just put you wherever we want. Obviously, there is some terrain requirement, so you have to have a flat ground, but it doesn't have to be built down there. So once we get that up and running, construct and configure at least one silo. Okay, so under the build tab for the printers, we should be able to come into the silo and check all of the areas that we have. So that should bring all the nodes online once we get the materials for them. And our miner is somewhere around here. So that's the storage bot. That's the builder bot running back and forth. Where did the miner go? Well, we have a new printer now. So maybe that silo needs to deliver the resources to the printer, which would be this resource up at the top. See how that's the value that we want? So we drop that into there. And that should be all the good stuff. So maybe this is where the silo comes into play. And the base resources is designed by this orange thing. So we drop you into here. Like so. So now that is separated by colors. So you can tell that these are different resources. And then you can also see their different masses up here at the top. Okay. So we got all that done. Now are we able to build a silo? Sweet. Drop this silo down over here. We're just going to place some stuff down later. We might do a little bit better base design later on, but I just wanted to check and see how everything was at first.
Eli, making and selling replacement rocket parts could provide income to fund our off-the-record experiments.
How did you...
Okay, so you just drag and drop the material over here into there. I gotcha.
Janice instructed me to assist in all of your legitimate development and off-the-server experiments.
Hey, research I do is legitimate, but it would be nice if the board remained unaware of certain purchases and activities.
Utilize sifters and materials with high enough material properties to produce rocket engine parts. Set all rocket parts for production. Okay. So in here, we just go into the rocket engine, check that. Everything should be automatically selected. So we should be able to find it somewhere. Oh, we don't actually have that option yet. What? Set up all rocket parts for production. We did that. Where do we craft a rocket part, though? With high enough material properties, produce rocket engine parts. Okay, so if we come into here and then go into the rocket engine parts, what kind of materials do we need? We have everything but the buffer base. Does this guy... Okay. I'm with you now. So we need to drag and change some of these curves in order for the compressive strength. So it's allowed to be within this range. This guy needs to be over here. So you need to have it 1, 2, 3 under the third mark. So we got 1, 2, 3. So it should be right in that spot. The durability needs to be 1, 2, and right above the third one. So we got 1, 2, right above the third one. Yeah, this material should work. Why are you not confused? Everything looks like it's in... Oh, up here at the top it needs to be compressed more, but we don't have any more. So if we change it just a little bit, that's going to change some of the base properties, but see how it has this slider there? So we do want to try to get it a little bit higher. So that's going to bring it lower. Okay. We might just not be able to... Oh, sweet.
Sarah, there are laws limiting AI intelligence levels. Are you legal?
Cetus Tech is keenly aware of the AI laws and the Kronos Initiative.
Didn't answer the question. How very human of you. You are definitely pushing the boundaries of legality, aren't you, Sarah? Janice, you little tracer.
Janice is not present. She is 127 light years away. Ready to produce general spacecraft products for immediate sale. Shall we proceed?
Yes, we shall. So just so you guys are wondering how to do this, you change these sliders and it changes real time over here. So you need to have all of these stats over here line up exactly with these and you're actually able to do it. So we didn't have enough pressure at the top there. Everything else was fitting, but the pressure was a little too low. So once we lowered this area just a little bit more, we were able to reach the pressure threshold and have a suitable material enough to build it.
Now
So let's start selling.
Experiment expenses can be hidden from the LithoBreak board. Congrats.
Congrats? Right. Totally normal artificial intelligence speech.
Eli, the legality of my programming is the least of your worries. A warp signature has been detected. Close approach. Identification, Virginus Corporation.
What are those moheads doing near my moon?
I advise visual confirmation.
What does that mean?
Step away from the console and see for yourself.
That does not sound good. Wait. Okay, who is that? Establish Wormint connection. How do I...
Alfred Weathers, member of Virginus Corporation.
Station occupant, I am legally required to inform you of a satellite safety survey to better assess emergencies at your property.
Alfred, you scrumsucker. What are you doing with a fleet of surveillance satellites over my moon?
Just watching out for the verse and keeping an eye on an old lawbreaker.
And what exactly do you think you're going to find?
Who knows with your record?
Oh, my name's been cleared, and you're the circling who falsely accused me in the first place.
Do you expect an apology? Need I remind you that your collaborators at B&M are poaching my engineers as we speak?
I have nothing to do with that.
Why else would you decide to come back to my neck of the cosmos?
Crack off.
This is personal for me, Eli. One nanoprobe out of place and I'll blast it all over the worm net. You won't slip through my fingers twice.
It
So
seems
that guy does not sound very friendly.
over the worm net. Shall I proceed?
Yeah, well, I need all the help I can get. Proceed, and ensure anything leaving the station is encrypted for both our sakes.
I'm happy to help.
Well, there's that contraction again. I like it.
The coffee is ready in the kitchen, or feel free to go back to the console and continue to work.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like we have reached the end of the alpha at the moment. Wait for this thing to download real quick to see if it actually does something. I assume it's not available yet in the game, which is why that menu popped up. But let's just have a look. Will Sarah explain her illegal levels of artificial intelligence? What will Eli destroy on the station next? How will things change with the 19 spy satellites in the mix? Find out next time. Episode 2 coming soon-ish. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to buy the game, click the link in the description below, and I get a small percentage of the sales because the company was nice enough to give us an affiliate link for this game. But if you guys enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and feel free to drop any suggestions for the game down below, and I will be sure to let the developers know. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.